Brazil's ambition to build a nuclear-powered submarine has long been one of the most intriguing defense projects in the Southern Hemisphere. The idea of equipping this submarine with vertical launch system (VLS) cells has pushed the debate even further, sparking intense discussion among defense analysts, engineers, and military enthusiasts. Is integrating VLS cells into Brazil's nuclear submarine a bold, forward-thinking innovation, or does it risk becoming a costly design mistake that complicates an already complex program? At its core, Brazil's nuclear submarine program is about strategic autonomy. Unlike conventional diesel-electric submarines, a nuclear-powered submarine can remain submerged for months, travel vast distances at high speed, and patrol critical maritime areas without frequent resurfacing. For Brazil, a nation with a massive coastline and vast offshore resources, often referred to as the Blue Amazon, this capability is seen as essential for deterrence and long-term national security. The submarine is not intended to rival the fleets of the United States or China, but to provide Brazil with credible, independent undersea power. The introduction of VLS cells into this equation changes the conversation entirely. Traditionally, submarines rely on torpedo tubes to launch weapons, including torpedoes and cruise missiles. VLS cells, however, allow missiles to be launched vertically from dedicated compartments, enabling faster reaction times, greater payload flexibility, and the potential to carry more advanced long-range weapons. On paper, this transforms a submarine from a stealthy hunter into a multi-role strategic platform capable of land attack, sea denial, and even strategic deterrence missions. Supporters of the idea argue that adding VLS cells would future-proof Brazil's submarine. As missile technology evolves, VLS offers flexibility to integrate new weapons without redesigning the entire platform. A nuclear submarine with VLS could potentially carry land attack cruise missiles, giving Brazil a powerful long-range strike option that few countries possess. This capability would significantly enhance deterrence, signaling that Brazil can protect its interests far beyond its immediate waters if necessary. There is also a symbolic dimension. A nuclear submarine equipped with VLS places Brazil in an elite group of nations capable of building highly sophisticated naval platforms. From a geopolitical perspective, this would elevate Brazil's status as a technological and military power, reinforcing its desire to be taken seriously on the global stage. For domestic industry, it could drive innovation, develop advanced engineering skills, and strengthen Brazil's defense industrial base for decades. However, critics warn that the costs, both financial and technical, may outweigh the benefits. Designing and building a nuclear submarine is already one of the most challenging engineering feats a country can undertake. Adding VLS cells increases complexity significantly. It affects the submarine's internal layout, buoyancy, structural integrity, and acoustic signature. Any design change on a submarine has cascading effects, and mistakes can be extremely expensive or dangerous to fix. One major concern is noise. Stealth is the defining advantage of submarines, and every additional system introduces potential noise sources. VLS compartments require hatches, mechanisms, and structural reinforcements that can compromise acoustic performance if not executed perfectly. For a country still gaining experience with nuclear submarine construction, this risk cannot be ignored. A louder nuclear submarine, even if armed with advanced missiles, loses much of its strategic value. Cost is another critical factor. Brazil's nuclear submarine program has already faced delays and budget pressures. Incorporating VLS cells would likely require additional research, testing, and redesign, pushing costs even higher. Critics argue that Brazil's primary mission should be sea denial and protection of maritime resources, roles that can be effectively fulfilled with torpedoes and submarine-launched cruise missiles fired from traditional tubes. In this view, VLS becomes an expensive, nice-to-have, rather than an operational necessity. There is also the question of doctrine. Possessing a capability does not automatically mean it fits a nation's strategic needs. Land attack missiles launched from